a 6-month-old child, Teresa's baby. He was killed by the bomb. Mrs. Tovey very kindly gave me this.
So Teresa did have a baby?
Yes, indeed.
So that was it.
May I?
What was her lawyer thinking of? He should have found this out.
Well, I have spoken to him. Apparently he found her completely uncommunicative.
Oh, damn it, man. She was in shock. She couldn't remember much, and what she did, she pushed away.
Why didn't her family come forward?
Well, she had no parents. She was brought up by the nuns from babyhood. She told Mrs. Tovey that when she left the convent, she worked in this hotel, living in. There she met this young fellow. They were saving up to be married on her 18th birthday. And a week before the wedding, he was killed by a stray bullet. Teresa was pregnant. 3 months before the baby was born, she took a room in this house. Mrs. Tovey said the baby was Teresa's pride and joy, a lovely child.
Did Mrs. Tovey see Teresa after she was discharged from the hospital?
No, that was the strange thing about it. She never heard from her again. The next thing she knew was when she read about the baby snatching in the newspapers.
Why didn't she write to the court?
Well, I don't think the poor woman could sign her name, never mind write a letter.
Hello, Teresa.
Oh, madam, I was hoping you'd be coming.
How are you feeling today?
Oh, not too bad, except for a headache. Could I talk to you, madam?
Well, that's why I'm here.
Will they be charging me again?
What for?
Well, I did take Mrs. Scott's baby from us, Bram.
Just as well you did. You saved his life.
Oh, you must have thought I was awful dumb when I came here first. But all I could think of was looking for Davy. And he was dead all the time.
Yes, I know.
Hi.
Father O'Callaghan visited your street and saw your neighbour.
Mrs. Tovey? Mm. Oh, she's a nice woman. Fancy, and I clean forgot her. Could I write to her?
Yes, of course you can. She gave Father O'Callaghan this.
Davy?
Why can't your boyfriend's parents visit you?
Didn't have any, like me. When might we go back to the cell, madam?
Well, that depends on Dr. Mays. Now you must try and get some sleep.
Who planted the bomb, madam?
Well, the police aren't sure yet.
You don't think it was anything to do with me being here, do you?
Why should it be? Bombs go off nowadays for no rhyme or reason.
You can say that again.
I've got some good news. The Home Office have approved of the transfer.
Make you sound pleased.
I am pleased. Get Miss Parrish, will you? I'm always pleased when I get someone worthwhile away from here. Miss Parrish, I'd like to talk to Carol Waterlow and Teresa in my office, please, as soon as possible. Thank you. I also have some other news. Mr. Waterlow has very kindly consented to come and see me. He can spare me a half an hour to discuss his only daughter, who's serving a 4-year sentence and whom he has never visited.
Good luck.
Come in. Thank you, Miss Barnes. Wait outside, will you? Sit down, girls. On the sofa, if you want. Don't look so frightened, Teresa. I've got some good news for you. I've managed to arrange for you to go to Green Gates, which is a modern open prison.
But I don't want to leave Carol. Teresa. Sorry, Mum.
Well, I was going on to explain that I've arranged for you both to go.
Oh, Madam.
What do you think, Carol?
That's all right by me, Madam.
Well, the atmosphere there, of course, is much freer than here. You'll go for walks and so on, but you've got to behave yourselves.
When will this be?
Oh, quite shortly.
Oh, that'll be lovely.
Now, I don't want you to get into your head that it's a holiday camp, you know. Green Gates is still a prison. Take Teresa back to South Wing, will you? I want to talk to Carol alone. Sit down, Carol. We're going to have that talk, you know, whether you like it or not. Because I want to know a lot more about you Your father's coming to see me.
I don't believe it.
Well, it's true.
To come here, Waterloo QC, where any of the screws might recognize him, and see him visiting his delinquent daughter. How did you manage it?
Well, the fact is, he's coming to my house.
Ah, well, that's more like it. I didn't think even you could manage to get him to come here.
I know that he has never visited you, but has he ever written to you, Carol?
I don't want to talk about it.
I think you should.
I loved both my parents as a child. And then my mother left him when I was 7. It made news when he was making a success in his career. He was terrified it might harm him. I didn't see him much. But when I did, he proceeded to take it out on me.
And your mother?
I never saw her again. She died when I was 10. The years till I was about 12 were unbearable.
Who looked after you?
Housekeepers. That's when I developed my temper. Then someone persuaded my father to send me to boarding school.
Was that better?
Yes. Yes, I loved it. I hardly saw him for those 6 years, and I almost turned into a human being.
Did he come and see you on speech days and so on?
Joking. I did well at school, and I swore to myself that I'd start with him again. I thought he might be proud of me.
And all you wanted was to be allowed to love him.
I suppose so. What a hope. He couldn't have cared less. Very soon I was living on my own. I think I might have forgotten him. But last year a book was published in which the most terrible things were said about my mother. And I went to him to implore him to do something about it. He wouldn't listen, of course. When I arrived, he said, I can give you exactly half an hour. He valued those paintings I stole. He must mind quite a lot. Excited.
What do you think?
You two ready?
Yes, Miss Parrish.
Right, come along with me.
Miss Roberts will take you along to reception where you can get the rest of your belongings.
Governess pets.
Yankee sluts.
That's enough, you two. If you can't say goodbye decently, let it alone.
Thanks to you, we nearly all got killed, didn't we? Now look out!